which is democracy in India. First, we have to know what is civics. Civics is the study of how government decisions or public decisions are made. In other words, it is the study of public policy issues that impact the public. It is the study of the rights and responsibilities of citizens. So, what is civics? It is the study of how public decisions are made, issues that are important to the public, and the rights and responsibilities of citizens. What is civics? The study of the rights and duties of citizenship. What does it mean to be a citizen, being a member of a country? Why study civics? To discover how our government works and the processes it uses to make decisions that affect citizens, to identify and recognize one's own beliefs and values concerning how we participate in society. The third point, to examine the challenges that active citizenship presents when members of a community have different points of view. And the fourth point is that to develop critical thinking with regards to what it means to you to be an active citizen. Synopsis of the lesson. In this session, we are going to see the following topics. The first one is introduction part. Then we have universal adult franchise. Then we have the elections. Under the elections, we have general elections, midterm elections, and by-elections. Students, in the previous chapter, we have studied the basics of democracy, right? So the word democracy literally means ruled by the people. In other words, supreme power is given to the people and exercised by them directly or indirectly through a system of representation. So, democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. According to Abraham Lincoln, democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So, our own country is a democratic country, right? Our democracy is on the lines of representative democracy. This is the most commonly practiced form of democracy in the world. In this chapter, we shall now see how democracy works in India. The gaining of independence saw a new era in the history of India. From being a colony of the British Empire, India emerged as a republic and chose to have a democratic form of government. Here, era means age or period. Emerged means arose or developed. So, the gaining of independence saw a new era. Here, era means age or period in the history of India. From being a colony of the British Empire, India emerged. Here, emerged means arose or developed as a republic and chose to have a democratic form of government. It was to be the largest democracy of the world, with millions of people who had dreams of their country to be the best in the world. Before we go on to the aspects of the formation of government and its functioning, we shall first see the various terms and their meaning, and then see how things work in democracy. First, we are going to see universal adult franchise. In simple terms, the word universal refers to all citizens Adult means the age of adulthood and franchise means vote. Thus it means here it refers to universal adult franchise means that all adults of the country have the right to vote and elect their representative in the government. In India, all citizens who have attained the age of 18 years are eligible to vote. Next, we are going to learn about the elections. The procedure to organize voting by the public for the formation of the government is called elections. So what is mean by elections? The procedure to organize voting by the public for the formation of the government is called elections. The elections could be any one of the following. The first one is general elections. These are elections held for electing the leaders who would represent the people in the parliament, that is Lok Sabha. Since they are held all over the country at once, they are known as general elections. These are usually held after every 5 years. There are other elections such as assembly elections for state level, panchayat elections for panchayat level, and so on, which are held for electing leaders who shall be functioning at the representative levels. So, as a whole, in India, elections are held once in 5 years. This is called the general election. Next, let's see about midterm elections. If a government fails before completing its term of 5 years, elections could be held immediately to elect a fresh government. Such elections which are held before the completion of the full term of the government are called midterm elections. So, as a whole, midterm election means if for certain reasons the President on the advice of the Prime Minister dissolves the Lok Sabha or a state assembly, elections will be conducted ahead of 5 years. This is called a midterm election. Next, we are going to learn about by-elections. The elections which may be held for a specific or limited seats for a specific reason are known as by-elections. So what is mean by by-elections? The elections which may be held for a specific or limited seats for a specific reason are known as by-elections. They could be held if some particular seat falls vacant due to resignation or death of an elected member. So, as a whole, by-election means sometimes when a members of parliament or state legislature dies in office or resigns, then elections are held in his or her constituency before the completion of 5 years. This is called by-election. The by-election is different from a midterm election to the extent that the midterm election is for all seats of the level of government for which the elections are held, while a by-election is for a specific seat. Students, let me explain this. The by-election is different from a midterm election to the extent that the midterm election is for all seats of the level of government, while A by-election is for a specific seat. Students, in a general sense, elections are the process by which the citizens of a democracy select or choose their representatives. The elected representatives from different parts of the country meet in a body called the assembly or parliament. Elections have to be held at regular intervals. Some countries hold them every 5 years, while some hold them every 4 or 6 years. I have enclosed the classwork instructions in the PDF. Kindly refer it. So now we have reached the end of this session. Thank you.